Hello and welcome to another English class. Now recently I've been redoing some of the older videos with this new format where the board is easier to see. So I've done this video before, but this is a slightly different version and it's much more concise. So I'm not sure what I did last time, but this is the new one. We're talking about must for deduction. Now, must has three meanings: obligation, deduction, and strong advice. And we'll talk about strong advice when I do should, because should is advice, and we'll do must for obligation with have to, because there is a similarity and a difference. So deduction is when you have information which makes you think something is likely to be true. Okay, so we use must. Let me give you some examples. Imagine I said, I haven't eaten for 3 days. Your deduction, you must be hungry. Now notice, you always use an infinitive after modal verbs without to. An infinitive without to after modal verbs. And must is, of course, a modal verb. Okay? Yay! Caramba! Let's just carry on as if nothing happened. Should I just delete that and start again? No, whatever. Now, you're waiting for John, okay? And it's the right time for him to arrive, and you hear the buzzer. Zzz. Ah, that must be John. Because you're expecting him, you deduce, that's the verb by the way, deduce, D-E-D-U-C-E, from deduction, that's the noun. You deduce, that must be John. But you don't have to use to be, you can use other infinitives as well. Because one of my students asked me, is it always to be? I said, no, it's very common, but it's not always. For example, imagine Sarah went to the same school as your sister and at the same time as well. So for the same duration of time at the same school. Ah, she must know Sarah. It's very likely, if you went to the same school as a person at the same time, that you know them. It depends on the school. It could be a very, very large school. But in this case, oh, she must know Sarah. Now, for the past, we use the perfect infinitive, which is have, and the past participle of the verb. For example, in perfect tenses, we always use the past participle. So this is a perfect infinitive, so we must use the past participle. Now, it's modal verb, not can, but could for possibility, should, would, could, might, may, must, plus, and those are the options for the past, plus perfect infinitive, plus past participle. Okay, I go into this in more detail in the other video, so check that out if you have any doubts. I'll put this right next to it in my playlist, English classes. Just go to my channel, look for playlists, English classes, that's the only playlist, you can't go wrong, and you'll find all my videos there, and I'll put this next to the old one so you can compare and contrast and see if I've given you more information on the other one or less information on the other one. Probably more. So, you didn't answer your door. I was at home. You must have rung the wrong buzzer. Okay, because I was at home. If you had rung my buzzer, I would have heard it. There's a conditional sentence for your third conditional. You must have rung the wrong buzzer. In the past, okay, you must have rung. Must plus perfect infinitive plus modal verb. She must have forgotten. Where's Laura? She's supposed to be here. Yeah, I know. Well, she must have forgotten. In the past, she forgot to come. She must have forgotten. Okay? So there you go. Must for deduction, plus infinitive for the present or, well, yeah. And for the past, must plus have plus past participle. Okay? Now the opposite of must is can't. Yep, the opposite of must is can't. I realize that's confusing because can't obviously means you don't have the possibility, don't have the ability, and you don't have permission. For example, I can't play tennis, You can't go into that building. You can't be hungry. Example, context. You've had a party and you've had lots and lots of food, okay? I just used this example yesterday in a class. You've had a party and there was lots of food, lots of fantastic food, and your friend or partner was eating all day long. Nom, 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 nom. And then after the party, everyone's gone home, you've been eating all day, and your partner says, do you want to get a pizza? And you say, you can't be hungry. I deduce it's not possible for you to be hungry. But he is, or she is. Okay, you can't be hungry. Well, he can't be serious. So for example, someone says, hey, you know what? I think Donald Trump is the most progressive president the United States ever had. He can't be serious. He doesn't really believe that. He's probably just joking. Okay? Notice I didn't offend or insult anyone. I just said Donald Trump is not a progressive president. I think even he would agree with that. She can't be upset. For example, do you like my dress? Yeah, it's nice. It's okay. It's fine. And then she runs away crying. She can't be upset. It's not possible that she's upset just because I said it's fine. Well, it depends on the context, obviously, okay? But what you're deducing in these is it's not possible to be hungry, to be serious, to be upset. And again, you don't have to use be, but it's very common. And the past, oh no, you're walking with your briefcase and it opens and all your papers fall out. I use a briefcase because they often lock. And it opens up and everything falls out. Oh no, you can't have locked it properly. It's not possible that you locked it properly in the past. Modal verb in this case, this is a modal verb, obviously a negative of must, and plus perfect infinitive plus past participle. You tell someone to do something and he goes off and he does something completely different. And you say, what's he doing? Well, obviously, he can't have understood. Now, a lot of people use mustn't because it's the negative of must for obligation. For example, prohibition. You mustn't do that. But the proper negative of must for deduction is can't. You can't be serious. You can't say you mustn't be serious. But when it's in the past, people often use mustn't. You mustn't have locked it properly. You mustn't have understood. But that's bad grammar. But it's very common. Okay, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for loads of English videos. Hit like, thumbs up, thank you. Leave a comment if you have any questions or doubts, and share this with anyone you know who's learning English because it's a nice thing to do. Have a lovely day. Until next time, bye bye.